There's a sister in Virginia that was living in an apartment. Now, this apartment, as you can see, it has a bunch of mold in this apartment. Anyone know about mold? That's something that's very, very dangerous. Now, watch the clip, and I want you to hear the health issues that this woman and her children are dealing with.
I just want to move now at this point.
Channese Washington and her 2 kids have lived at Ivy Walk Apartments in Chesterfield for 3 years.
I pay my rent constantly, like on time every month.
But she says now their unit is becoming unbearable.
You get dizzy, your throat is like you keep on like coughing. It's hard to breathe.
Washington tells CBS 6 leaks and water damage plague the apartment.
This is all the way off. And this is all the way off, but it's like a constant leak. And you can see the water, like, the water just leaks.
From their washer-dryer hookup to their AC unit and air vents.
I have been telling them since I moved here that this right here leaks. And when it rains, this leaks, so it's so soft. So this leaks into this wire, and this wire goes down into here. So I have to come in here and patch it up.
What appears to be mildew and mold.
All up at the top, all back there.
Growing in seen and unseen places.
When you come in here in the bathroom, you got the mold and mildew down here in the closet. It's growing up the walls, all up the walls, where my kids' towels and washcloths and stuff be at.
CBS 6 cannot confirm that the living conditions are directly linked to health problems. But Washington tells us she knew things were bad when her asthmatic daughter woke up in a panic, trying to catch her breath.
She ended up having an upper respiratory infection.
Washington says she put in multiple requests for help.
Ever since the 5th, I've been emailing them water damage, sending them pictures.
And maintenance crews and management came out once.
But the problem was never fixed.
She says what appears to be mold and mildew has continued to take over their apartment and make her family feel sick.
I still kept on emailing them, sending them stuff, and I was like still waiting on a response. This was September the 13th. Still waiting on a response to see if someone is coming to service this problem. Once again, my kids have asthma very bad. I'm going to give y'all a walk of what we're going through.
Desperate for help, Washington even made a Facebook Live video hoping to call attention to the issue.
Look at all of this. Look.
Now she tells us her stuff is in storage and she's paying to stay in a hotel because her family's health just cannot wait.
They didn't even offer us to put us in a hotel or nothing, or a different apartment or anything. They didn't say anything. And it's bad in here.
Now, you saw all that mold. That is extremely, extremely ridiculous. That landlord know that she cannot stay inside that apartment at all. Mold is something that you don't play with at all. Now, the symptoms of mold exposure is sneezing, runny or stuffy nose, cough and postnasal drip, itchy eyes, nose and throat, watery eyes, dry and scaly skin. Now, mold is so bad that if you are exposed to black mold long enough, it can shut down your organs, incapacitate your immune system, and damage your brain, resulting in death. So you do not play with mold, and it looked like black mold that was in there to me. Now, this woman says she has been calling, she's been telling them about it. They have not rectified the problem. So what is her next step underneath the law? Because there's laws against living in places with mold. She have 2 options with this, or actually 3 options with this. Under Virginia law, she can refuse to pay rent, and she can refuse to pay rent without being hit with an eviction or any kind of penalty because the apartment is not inhabitable because of the mold. Or she could pay to get it cleaned herself, and whatever the bill is, she could turn it over to the landlord and deduct that off of her rent. And also outside of that, she can definitely sue, because she definitely have a lawsuit because her family is being exposed to mold. I mean, it don't matter if you stay in an extremely high-end place, condos or whatever, middle grade or even low grade. The law is the law. Everybody got to follow it. And she has options. And she says she's calling people. I hope she at least see this video. But, ma'am, you definitely have those options. Don't pay rent at that place at all. You staying in a doggone hotel, that is their responsibility. They should have put you in another apartment while that apartment was being cleaned and everything to be done right. I mean, leaking faucets. I mean, that's a slum. You can't run a place like that. And actually, apartments are a great investment if you could actually build some up and it comes out, is a good place to stay. I mean, each unit you making money every month. I mean, that's hand over fist. So just take care of your things. That's all you have to do. But a woman and her children dealing with this issue is just not right. Just because his landlord wants to be a slumlord, but I would sue his pants off, and that's all that needs to happen, because I wouldn't even want to stay there anymore if he gonna or she is not gonna care about the place like that. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about that. Have you stayed anywhere where there was mold? Did you have this kind of issue? And if you did, how did you handle it?